2.5 minutes back, I did an update with my reporter who is in Zakura, and he told us that, and that is, by the way, 11 kilometers from Srinagar, where Shabnam Lone and Engineer Rashid are live from tonight. And he told us that one SSB Jawan has been martyred, 8 have been injured. Combing operation still very much on. This is the 6th attack, viewers, in 27 days. So anyone says that it's hyping to say that the Indian forces are under attack, absolutely not. This confirms that Indian forces are solidly under attack. GVL Narasimha Rao of the BJP, Sushil Pandit, activist, General Bakshi, and Colonel Anil Kaul is a defense analyst and at the Global Counter-Terrorist Center. He's joining us from Delhi. Sudheendra Kulkarni, Pro-Talks, is with us today. Dr. Samir Kaul, Shabnam Lone advocate, is from Srinagar, and Engineer Rashid is joining us from Srinagar. So, Engineer Rashid, just to start with you, this place, Zakura, is 11 kilometers from where you are. And the terrorists don't attack you, Engineer Rashid. The terrorists attack the forces. And the forces, they give up their lives so that you can be safe. Right? You are sitting there in our studios in Srinagar because there are forces out there giving up their lives, taking the bullets so you can be safe. The least that you can do is stop being so selfish about it. Because when you are going to be selfish, you will say, so what? Forces can continue to sacrifice and I can continue to demean them. Right? Or people like Shabnam Lone can say, so what? If the forces continue to sacrifice their lives, I will keep talking about talks with Pakistan, including these pampered stakeholders, etc. It makes absolutely no sense. I'm not even talking about just the 19 soldiers who died in Uri. I'm talking about sensitivity. I fear today that people like you, for example, Engineer Rashid, have no sensitivity. And you have become completely selfish, inward-looking and insular in your point of view. As long as you are safe, it's all right. I want you to know, Engineer Rashid, that one night, let there be one night, Engineer Rashid, when the forces are not out there, taking the hit from the Pakistan-sponsored terrorists. You won't have the guts to go out on the road, Engineer Rashid. One day, the Indian forces are not there taking the hits and the bullets from the Hizbul Mujahideen and Lashkar-e-Toiba, protected and nurtured by people like Asya Andrabi, by that venomous character called Gilani, right? The pro-Pakistani elements like Mirwais Omar Farooq, and supported indirectly by people like you, Engineer Rashid. One day, the forces are not there, all of you people will be directly under attack, and then you'll realize what gift Pakistan will give you. Till then, you will continue to be selfish, Engineer Rashid. Isn't it? You'll continue in the same way.
Will you?
Yeah.
Will you allow me to say something, sir?
No, I'm just telling you a few home truths.
I hope that we will not speak.
I'm telling you a few home truths. I'm telling you a few home truths because I'm telling you a few home truths so that you know today. So that you know today, Engineer Rashid. So that you know today.
I know everything.
So that you know today. So that you know today that right now, in Srinagar there is Nakabandi every few kilometers. Right now, right? You are being kept safe. You personally, you are safe today because of the SSB, because of the CRPF, because of the Indian Army. So thank the Indian Army.
Will you listen something?
So thank the Indian Army from the bottom of your heart instead of being selfish and shameless about it. Yes, please, sir. Please continue.
That's water off a duck's back.
Will you?
Yeah.
Will you listen something now?
Yeah.
General Sahab, please let us not speak over each other. Let us have a civilized debate. For me, humanity is supreme and every life is precious, whether it's a security forces personnel or whether it's a common citizen. And when you say me that you are safe because of army, for God's sake, I am the only MLA who doesn't have the government security and I can travel anywhere in the valley, anywhere in the state. And it is your government who stops me often from visiting Kashtawad and Jammu province. Having said that, you can save all lives, whether it's whether a soldier leaves a life or whether
don't give me generalized nonsense.
to the pellets of security forces. So why are you worried only when security forces
don't give
lose
me
their
because
lives?
because
should
I'm
not
telling
have
you
double-standard dot.
because
We have lost 90
because I'm
lives
telling
in
you
3 months.
because I'm
And
telling you that it hurts
shut
you.
down
You
your
see,
eyes.
look at you.
When you
Look
shoot
at
down
you.
Kashmiris with pellets,
Look at you.
when you
Look
shoot
at you
down
there.
Kashmiris with bullets,
No,
then you
no,
don't say a word.
look at you.
I have sympathy with the soldiers. We
No,
have
they
sympathy
don't
with
need
all
your
those who lose
sympathy.
their lives.
They don't
For
need your
God's
sympathy.
sake, for
They don't
God's
need your
sake, don't
sympathy.
make
But I
discrimination
want the
like-
people of
And
India to
sir,
see your
I
ungratefulness.
too don't need your sympathy.
I want the people of India to see your ungratefulness.
Your bullets, your pellets. We also don't need your sympathy then, because for God's sake, we feel pain of the soldiers, their families.
I'm not
but what
offering
about
any
those
sympathy.
innocent Kashmiris
I'm
who
not
were
offering any
just
sympathy.
unarmed
All
and they get
Kashmiris.
killed at
I'm
the
saying
forces?
you want to know the truth. You want to know the truth. You want to know the truth. Shabnam Lone on the other side. Shabnam Lone on the other side. Can I have Shabnam Lone on the other side? They'll open up the debate. I'll open up the debate. I'll get Shabnam Lone, please. 1 second. Can I, Engineer Rashid, calm down? I'll get Samir Kaul and Shabnam Lone. 1 second. Samir Kaul and Shabnam Lone. Is it too much to say today, Shabnam Lone, that all Kashmiris, including you, sitting comfortably in your house 11 kilometers from Zakura, you should be grateful to the Indian Army? Is it too much to ask? It pinches your conscience to say, I am grateful to the Indian Army that I can sit warm and comfortable in my own house because the Indian Army is taking the bullets from Pakistan-sponsored terrorists. Right? Because I'm one person out there who said, I'm the same person who said Burhan Wani is not a terrorist. I'm safe out there in my house in Srinagar because the SSB man gave up his life, and those bullets don't hit me, it hits the Indian Army. So you should say big thank you to the Indian Army, but I know you won't, because the moment an attack happens, the moment you feel 4 days have passed since an attack, the same Peacenik Brigade comes out and starts talking about talks with Pakistan and says release political prisoners, change of tack. You feel grateful to the Indian Army, Shabnam? Yeah. The same army which you condemn and abuse at the slightest opportunity?
Can I answer?
Yes.
I understand, Arnab. You are hurt.
No, I'm not hurt. I'm telling you a few home truths.
We are hurt.
I'm not, no, this is not hurt. We are
Please,
damn fed up. The word is fed up, it's not hurt. The word is fed up and not hurt. When we hear people like Farooq Abdullah, we are fed up. We're not hurt. We are fed up with the Farooq Abdullahs and their selfishness.
This valley cannot be allowed to be a factory of death. I say this with certainty. Whether it's 12-year-old Junaid or the person the security personnel who just got killed. There are families who are affected. There are people who lose their lives. Someone will be widowed. Someone will be orphaned. And this is not the way I want my valley to go ahead. Now listen to me. You made some very personal comments. Now kindly revisit what you were saying.
Yes.
That Shabnam Lone, you are not hit. Somebody else is. What did you mean by that?
I mean that everybody.
Do you know anything about
everybody? Shabnam Lone.
Now listen to me.
Shabnam Lone. I am saying that we are all safe because of the Indian Army.
Listen to me.
We are all safe because of the army, including you.
Listen to me.
Including you.
Listen to me.
No, I'm sorry.
You are sitting in Bombay.
I'm sorry.
In an air-conditioned.
I'm sorry, Shabnam Lone. I'm sorry, Shabnam Lone. Everybody, I'm telling you, these terrorists spare nobody. These terrorists spare nobody. They did not even spare your father. The Pakistan-backed terrorists did not spare even your father. They did not spare anyone. They don't spare anyone, Shabnam Lone, and you know that today. And if today people are safe today, it is because of the Indian Army. It is because of the Indian Army. And what I'm saying to Mr. Rashid Engineer especially is, Mr. Engineer, which country?
I don't know why you try to create an opinion.
I'm not, Mr. I'm not. There is no
opinion for and against.
I'm saying here today. There is no opinion. There is no opinion. There is no opinion. Shabnam Lone. Can you hear me, please? 1 minute.
The BJP government out here is so desperate. You go and have a look at the statement that was made by the Education Minister Naeem Akhtar day before yesterday. He was literally begging Gilani. Does BJP have the guts to tell him to go?
GVL.
No.
GVL, D Bakshi.
Go and see, the entire valley knows it. He was literally crawling and begging Gilani.
Okay, GVL is
You
responding.
don't talk about that.
Opportunism.
But you are always
It's
focused on other
opportunism
people.
at a
People
time.
who-
At a time when the whole nation stands behind the security forces who have put their lives online,
Mr.
you
Narasimha
expect
Rao,
someone
I
like
do
Farooq
not-
Abdullah
I
and
do
his
not take your
ilk,
words
which have
seriously
gained so much
because
from this
you
country,
have-
can you please
you speak one language in
can you
Delhi
please remain
and you
quiet?
speak one
Can you please
language in
listen to me?
Kashmir. Why should
At
I
a
be
time
quiet?
when
Why should I
Pakistan-
be quiet? Because you people have double standards. You answer
Arnab,
me.
she doesn't want to
Your
remain
education
quiet.
minister, your
We can't
government,
let this
you went
program
crawling
be
to Gilani.
dominated by
You
these
went- he was
voices.
crawling.
This is what
He
they are
was
doing
telling
in
him-
Srinagar.
No.
Don't allow
You
them to do
remove him
muzzle
then.
our
You
voice on
remove him
national
then.
television.
If you have the guts.
This is
If you
not
have the
Pakistan
guts,
television.
remove him.
This
Please,
is
Shots.
not PTV.
Now listen to
You
me.
cannot
Who are
run
you
your
to tell me
campaign
that
like
this
this.
is not Pakistan
You
television?
cannot run your
No,
pop
don't use this
propaganda
language
here.
all the time.
You must hear
Come on,
the
no
voices of
propaganda.
India.
This
You are
is
so
also
used
not
to
RSS
listening to
television.
Pakistan.
This is
You are
not
so
a Hindu
used to
Mahasabha
becoming
television,
puppets in
sir.
the hands of
Is this a
Pakistan.
Hindu Mahasabha
You
television?
stop speaking for
This is
people
not a
of
Hindu
Kashmir.
Mahasabha
You
television
don't
or an
speak for
RSS
people of
channel,
India.
is it?
I'm
I'm
only-
I have been
You have had
invited.
your say.
I'm only getting
At
at the
a
other
time-
panelists,
No, why
please.
did you
And
use it?
and one minute.
Can I have my
Channel.
1 minute. Can I,
This is an
gentlemen,
RSS channel.
Arnab, can I finish?
gentlemen, all.
Arnab, can I
I know,
finish?
I know. You are so
GVL, I'd like to go to GD Bakshi, please, I'll come back to you. I want GD Bakshi to come into the debate and I want GD Bakshi and Sudheendra Kulkarni to come into the debate. 1 minute. GD Bakshi and Sudheendra Kulkarni. You see, I'm putting something in context, and Shabnam, also hear me, please. I'm not raising my voice. You don't need to raise yours. We can talk to one another and try and understand where we are coming from. My problem, Sudheendra Kulkarni, and GD Bakshi, you can respond to him after that. My problem today is that I feel there is a great deal of selfishness that has grown into some people in Kashmir. Some people in Kashmir. A narrow section of people who want to have their cake and eat it too, like Engineer Rashid. Like Shabnam Lone. You can abuse the Indian army when you want. You can idolize terrorists when you want. But you will never accept. Shabnam Lone, let me complete, please.
Don't use this genre. Arnab, I have security. I have security that has been given to me by Government of India. My father was assassinated. Unfortunately, my brother is a minister. So the statements that he makes, it affects me whether I agree with him or not.
Right.
Don't try to be personal.
So I'm
Arnab.
asking you,
Please don't be personal.
I'm asking
And
you
don't make
therefore,
statements which are
I'm
wrong.
asking
I do
you
not
therefore,
expect
Shabnam,
this
listen,
from
there
you.
needs
You
to be
must
no,
understand,
there needs
this
to be
is a
no
very
unnecessary
vulnerable
display
value.
of emotion on the program.
Please
So
don't
I
make
listen to my
personal
next
statements.
question. I'm glad you said this. You have said today, and there is absolutely nothing wrong. If you need security, you should be given security. I'm of a clear view. And certainly I would also accept the fact that Pakistani
God is the
terrorists.
greatest security.
Shabnam, can I
Remember
please?
that.
Shabnam, can I make a point, please? It's not about your security. I'm telling you that I'm fully aware of the fact that Pakistan sent terrorists to kill your father, and Pakistanis killed your father. Your father was killed by Pakistanis. Never forget that. And you are fully aware of it. It hurts me as much as it does to you.
I want a proper inquiry in my father's
Yes,
death.
and I'm telling you
What
so.
has happened to my
Pakistani
father's case? Has
terrorists
any
killed your
one person
father.
been caught? No. What
Pakistani
happened to that
terrorists
FIR?
killed your father, you know
Nothing.
that.
It was left. It was left in the doldrums.
Anyway,
Where is justice for
I am
me?
asking
There
you
is no
today,
closure for me.
when you say today that yes, I get security from this country, which means the Indian taxpayer pays for your security. And I'm of a firm view that any Indian who needs security must get security. But in turn, the same Indian, the same Shabnam, you must let me complete my statement. But you cannot say at the same time that you have Indian security, but you go ahead and abuse our soldiers, and you get Indian security, and you say, and you sympathize with Burhan Wani, you support a man, you support a man who is a terrorist, and you call Burhan Wani a victim of the system, and you speak the same words that Nawaz Sharif does. I don't think it is in India's interest, and I think you should be questioned for that. That is the point tonight, and I'm making this point tonight with a great deal of pain because I know today that there has been another attack in Zakura. GD Bakshi, before I come to you, the basic point I wanted to raise with Mr. Kulkarni. Mr. Kulkarni, there is an inflection point. That inflection point comes when repeated attacks happen. You see, what is happening is Pakistan is taking a blade there and bleeding India again and again. and it is bleeding the Indian forces, bleeding the Indian army. Right? This has happened in Uri, happened in Handwara, happened in Baramulla, Naugam, Zakura today, as of this minute. Simple question is, you said talk to Pakistan. And that's the point that I want to raise with Sushil Pandit also. You said talk to Pakistan. You in fact said, and there was a big debate last time when you said only way of solving the problem is talk to Pakistan. You know, these soldiers are dying on a daily basis. You want us to go with folded hands and tell Pakistan, let's talk because we are weak? I'd say the only response is give Pakistan a really bloody nose. That's the only way that they will understand. I feel today that, I don't know, sir, with respect to you, but where is your sense of nationalism, Mr. Kulkarni, when despite all that is happening and so many soldiers dying, you still call for having a dialogue with these same Pakistanis?
May I have?
Yes, please, go ahead. And Mr. Kulkarni, Sushil Pandit will respond, D Bakshi and Anil Kaul will respond, but after your point. Go ahead.
You know, I am with you and with all the peace-loving people in condemning the terrorist attack on the SSB convoy today, in which one Jawan was martyred.
One more.
The entire nation is one in the government's and the army's counter to terrorism. Terrorism must end. But a question arises, and I want to say my point by referring to a very poignant line from Bob Dylan, who won the Nobel Prize, and he says,
so Bob Dylan got the prize for literature. And for poetry. We are not doing poetry on the program. We are talking about reality, sir. We are talking about human lives. I don't think this is time for poetry.
My way. I can only make my point.
So poetry is not an answer. Yeah, you can, sir. But I'm telling you, poetry will not solve the India-Pakistan situation. That's my view, sir. That's my view.
That's the view of the majority. How many deaths will it take till we know that too many people have died?
Yeah, ask Pakistan that question.
Thousands of our security people have died.
Ask Pakistan that question.
And many, many more civilians have died.
Let me go.
Now, we need a permanent and lasting solution, which is precisely what the Prime Minister said on August 22.
This is what rattles and makes people angry.
When Narendra Modi said that we need a permanent and lasting solution.
Sir, let me go back. Sir, let me go back.
You again interrupt.
Sir, I have to go back because I'm countering you with you. You came on the 4th of September on this program, and I remember what you said. You said, Mr. Kulkarni, that we have to talk to all shades of opinion in order to build Vishwas, to bring peace and normalcy. I say to you, how do you build Vishwas? By giving legitimacy to those who are advocating and partaking in a violent breakup of this country. What Vishwas will the people have of India in giving legitimacy to a terrorist state? You're giving legitimacy to a terrorist state by saying so. No, Mr. Kulkarni, on the contrary. You're giving legitimacy to that.
The Prime Minister of India, who said that we need a permanent and lasting solution after nearly 70 years.
Yeah.
And this cannot.
The only way to do is to bomb all the terrorist camps on the other side.
No, this is not my view, and it certainly is not the view of
so do you ever think,
people in the.
So I tell you, the viewers of the Newshour are responsible people. There is going to be
talks between India and Pakistan, between our Prime Minister and the leadership of Pakistan very soon.
Absolutely not, sir. Please, please don't have any such presumption. D Bakshi, this is exactly what gets people extremely angry. D Bakshi is responding here. I mean, let me remind you, sir, Mr. Kulkarni, what you said. These are your words, and I quote: Gilani is a supporter of terrorism and has no respect of mine. Despite that, you continue to call for talks with the same Hurriyat, Mr. Kulkarni, the Hurriyat, members of which have acted in cahoots with Pakistan to orchestrate and engineer terror in the valley today. How are these people in any way stakeholders in Kashmir when in the name of the interests of Kashmir, they keep the valley on a boil and they carry out terrorism? These are people who are on the payrolls of Pakistan, Mr. Kulkarni. D Bakshi is responding to you. And D Bakshi, where I come from tonight is the fact that we are on the edge because every single day,
are on payroll of Pakistan.
I don't misquote me. I said that the Hurriyat
Mr. Kulkarni, can I kindly have your indulgence? Mr. Kulkarni. Dr. Kulkarni, may I point out to you that our present Prime Minister stuck his neck out, put himself on a political limb to make an outreach to Pakistan's democratic dispensation. And what did we get? We got Gurdaspur, we got Pathankot, we got Udhampur, we got Uri, and today we have this strike near Srinagar itself. the fact of the matter is that our Prime Minister, despite his best intentions, was forced to change course and change the paradigm in India-Pakistan relations, which was all. Pakistan had the right to choose when, where and what target to strike, and all that we could do in return was talk, jaw, and let our citizens bleed, our soldiers bleed. The country won't have it anymore, Mr. Kulkarni, because Indian lives do not come cheap. They are not as cheap as can be sacrificed for the Nobel Prize aspirations of some people. The fact of the matter is that our Prime Minister changed the paradigm by ordering a surgical strike on 8 launch pads in Pakistan.
Samir Kaul, I'm looking at the.
The problem is peaceniks like you have diluted that message.
The problem is
the political parties have made a cacophony of that message, and the result is we are getting more strikes. My point is, the only language the Pakistan army understands is the language of force, and we have to now hit back and make them pay a price for the blood of our soldiers, for the blood of our SSB boys.
Samir Kaul.
The LOC has no meaning.
Samir Kaul.
The LOC has no meaning any longer. If you think you can attack us and get away with it, well, you better think again.
Samir Kaul.
You better think again.
This peacenik.
We will come and get you in your lair.
Samir Kaul, this peacenik brigade.
We will hit you where it hurts.
Samir Kaul, this peacenik
Despite
brigade.
the Kulkarnis of this world.
No.
GD
Bakshi, if I may, please, 1 second. You see, I am looking at how this peacenik brigade works. And Samir Kaul, people are not upset or just angry with the peacenik brigade. People are fed up with absolutely to the point they can't tolerate this peacenik brigade anymore. I want to ask you what is the pattern you read in this peacenik brigade? The peacenik brigade condemns terrorism, Samir. It will then show solidarity with those who have been killed in terrorist attacks, and almost acting in concert, it will slowly but surely, after a short period of time, 3-4 days have elapsed, start raking up talks. So after 26/11, India and Pakistan began talking and meeting each other as early as July 2009 when Manmohan Singh met Zardari. The peaceniks cannot contain their joy then. They're delighted. Peace is back. Mr. Kulkarni, you look at me curiously, but this is exactly how the peaceniks operate. Secondly, after 5 Indian soldiers were killed by Pakistani forces, I think in somewhere in the middle of 2013, Salman Khurshid and Sartaj Aziz met less than 4 months later. Again, Samir Kaul, the peaceniks were delighted. They couldn't contain their joys. They started their seminar circuit. They started meeting each other. Now, the point is, the mood in the country, Samir, has changed. Yes, please respond. But we have begun to read through the pattern of behavior of the peacenik brigade. Samir Kaul, yeah, go on. Yeah, do you agree with this?
With all humility, Arnab.
Yes.
With all humility, I'm really thankful to the fact that the people who run the Indian Army today are perhaps more sensible than and have better thoughts than what General Bakshi was just echoing. Pure rhetoric. I've also observed patterns. For instance, our surgical
just by the way,
and
I spent 37 years not in
boards.
pure
Can I just complete?
But fighting operations on the ground in Jammu and Kashmir.
Can I just complete, sir? Sir, most respectfully, can I just complete, sir? It is a rather ill-mannered to butt in. Can I just complete? And then
it's rather ill-mannered to try and give me, certificates for rhetoric.
To garner votes.
I shot.
My God. General, with all respect, I respect you. I'm just saying that perhaps I'm thankful that people who run the army of this country.
Sir, can we cut the sarcasm? You see, watch it. You have made a very Samir, 1 minute. Samir, can I make a point to you? Samir, can I say one? Can a piece of advice to you, Samir? You see, this very I must say this very determined, but if I may add, very poorly timed attempt at sarcasm that you are doing on the program. Instead of this, that if you could answer my question, I'd be very grateful. Please continue. Please continue.
I was going I was going to refer to the change of tack that the Prime Minister of this country and the government had after he visited and attended Nawaz Sharif's family wedding, and perhaps after that he's just changed. But I'm telling you, we can try all these things. Question is that attacks are happening every day. People are dying. The Indian armed forces, our own people are dying. This is our own
the
blood.
soldiers are dying. Does it pain you to say that? No, does it hurt you to say that?
So the difference is that people on the other side have also started dying.
Listen.
Do you understand the difference?
Please listen. Please listen. Please listen. And then there are young children also dying, sitting inside their rooms. Question is that it is good for nobody. It's not good for us. It has not got us anywhere.
No, I don't understand. What is the link?
It's all right
what is the link?
The government wants to
what is the
for
link?
a little longer,
what is the
but
link?
ultimately it will have to be
What are you attempting to do? What are you attempting to do?
Wants Arnab is for us to give Kashmir on a platter.
What you are trying to do is... Samir, I've seen through what you are trying to do. One second.
People will die on the opposite side also.
I'll get Colonel Anil Kaul on the other side and then GVL.
Let's listen
no,
to
no,
each
no,
other
no, no,
in peace.
Samir,
we are not
listen.
fighting among ourselves.
Nobody's fighting.
Even if you are at war, General Bakshi, you are not at war with your own people.
Now, Samir,
we are the same people.
Samir,
all I'm saying is that there is no option but to talk to all stakeholders.
What stakeholders?
We may not want to start it now, we may start it a bit later, but there is no other option. People, you have to in fact convince the Pakistani citizens that their government and their army is not working even for good for them.
Samir,
it's not even for that country.
Samir, can I ask you a question?
It's creating more harm.
Samir, can I ask you a question?
Samir, it's creating harm to us.
Samir,
we have to understand and civilized people talk to each other. Yes, if surgical strikes and covert activity has to be carried on,
all confused.
Let it go ahead. But then you don't put billboards in UP and get votes for that. No, that's not the way it is done, sir.
Okay, Samir, can I just say something to you? Because I was waiting for you to finish over.
Go ahead.
I'm amazed, shocked.
All yours, sir. It's your
horrified
program.
At this.
You decide
logic.
the rules. It's you.
No, I told you not to make a determined but poorly timed and badly constructed attempt at sarcasm. I don't believe in these nuances. Huh? I say things directly. All this, vague public school sarcasm is water off a duck's back for me. Now, the simple point which is to be made here. Simple point to be made here.
I apologize.
No, it's all right. You can keep doing it.
It wasn't meant to be.
The simple
I'm ready to apologize.
The simple point is we are talking about our. We are talking. Okay, Samir. Now there's no point repeating it. We are talking, and Colonel Kaul, I want to come to you and Sushil.
No, I'm just saying I apologize.
You don't have to apologize to me, sir. I am not.
Because
I don't have a fragile ego. So let me continue.
Same people.
It's now come to my point. You see, I am coming to a point.
It's all about peace.
We are talking here, Colonel Anil Kaul. Colonel Anil Kaul, we are talking here about our forces under attack. I have said today that this is the sixth attack in 27 days. I have said today, Colonel Kaul, the situation is extremely serious because each attack is close to the other. Right, Uri is 96 kilometers from LOC, Baramulla is 50 kilometers from Uri, Handwara is 30 kilometers from Baramulla, Pampore is 80 kilometers from Handwara, Shopian is 37 kilometers from Pampore, and Zakura is 60 kilometers from Shopian and 15 kilometers from Srinagar. It's all happening in that small little area. Okay, so in this situation, I see no link between the attack on our forces, right, and the stone pelting incidents. I don't understand how anyone in their right minds, Colonel Anil Kaul, can link the terrorist attacks by Pakistani terrorists on our soldiers with the stone pelting incidents. Unless it's a very selfish person who says, here's my opportunity to raise the issue of Kashmir, lest our soldiers die, it doesn't matter to me. I don't see this link. Do you, Colonel Kaul? Do you? Sushil Pandit, after Colonel Kaul, please. Colonel Kaul.
Arnab, good evening, Arnab. It's good to be back on your show after a sabbatical of, I think, 2 years.
It's good to be back, sir. Good to have you back, sir.
I have 2 or 3 points, very, very brief points. Firstly, I've heard all your panelists. I think that even thinking of talking to Pakistan at this point is ill-conceived and ill-timed. Secondly, that the question of stone pelting and the attacks have no relevance to each other at all.
Exactly.
Because stone pelting has been going on for some time, and they keep talking about some 12-year-olds and 5-year-olds. Please tell me, all these gentlemen, ladies, Shabnam also, as to what are the 5-year-old doing on the street throwing stones? What are the 12-year-old throwing Molotov cocktails? Who the hell asked him to be there? Why was he there? Have you ever questioned his father, his brother, his uncle as to how did he allow that young boy to go there? Now that is a question which nobody wishes to answer. So let's leave that stone pelting out of it.
माँ होती है, ना वो हिंदू होती है, ना मुसलमान होती है. बेटा जिसका मरता है, ना हिंदू होता है, ना मुसलमान होता है. What has happened to you people? Tragedy is also up. You're trying to communalize
No. Simple point is,
what was he doing there? Shabnam, he should have been inside his house.
Like I feel for Junaid.
No,
don't do this. ये मत कीजिए.
No, one sec. Here's a question.
खुदा के लिए मत कीजिए.
One sec. Yeah, can you tell me? No, one sec.
I am not talking about
Colonel Call. Wait. I'm pausing the debate. Colonel Call. I'm pausing the debate. Wait a minute. Shabnam, now I want to see if you can answer a direct question. My direct question to you is, please tell me, and don't, one thing I don't want today is poetry, unnecessary display of emotion or rhetoric. I'm being very straightforward in my question. What is the link between terrorist attacks on our soldiers and the stone pelting incidents? Say in one line. I've asked you a one-line question, give me a one-line answer.
Could you repeat your question? I really couldn't understand your question.
Simple questions are never understood. I'll repeat my question. What is the link?
No, you are a complex person, Arnab.
You don't have to psychoanalyze me.
Well, I don't go by your dictates, no?
No, you don't try to. Simple question. What is the link?
I never listen to anybody's dictates.
Simple question here. Simple question. Sushil Pandit on the other side. I'll take the debate forward. What is the link between terrorist attacks on our soldiers? What is the link between Pakistan attacking our soldiers and the stone pelting incidents? Tell me.
Well, I'm telling you, this is a very complex valley.
No. Don't give me a complex valley answer.
And it has become a factory of death.
No, again poetry, factory of death, cliche. What is the link between our soldiers? What is the link between our soldiers getting attacked by Pakistan and the stone pelting incidents? Make it clear to me tonight, unless you will say that Asia Andrabi and the terrorists are the link. Asia Andrabi and the terrorists are the link, because the Asia Andrabi and the Hurriyat are the front for the same terrorists who attack our soldiers. Say that tonight. Say that tonight.
Take away that most.
What is the link? Someone tell me what is the link.
Pakistan, Arnab.
What is the link?
That is
what is the link, Sushil?
There is some link. Start.
Arnab, there is just one link.
Take away the most favored nation.
There is just one link.
Sushil Pandit.
Raman has just now said that it is intact.
No, Sushil Pandit.
There is just one link. It's a hydra-headed monster. It operates in Kashmir through various limbs. It has different heads. Let's get clear. And those who are advocating dialogue, most respected Sudheendra Kulkarni and very eminent Dr. Anil Kaul, you ask for dialogue. I beg to ask, what kind of a conversation can take place between predator and prey? If Pakistan fashions itself as a predator and looks at India as prey, what kind of dialogue can take place between the two? And Dr. Samir Kaul, since you are an oncologist, let me fashion it in your language. What kind of engagement can a cancerous tumor have with the body in which it resides? What kind of understanding it can come to?
Or would Mr. Kulkarni answer?
With the victim, with the patient.
You want to answer first?
Would you like me to answer?
Two questions asked there. I think Mr. Kulkarni will answer first. Mr. Kulkarni. After that, Samir. Yeah.
Allow me to say something.
Among the people.
Yeah. You are responding first.
Calling for dialogue with all stakeholders in India and also with Pakistan is also the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, who is a partner of the BJP. Point number one.
Sir,
no, please don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. Let me have my say. When our Prime Minister went to Lahore.
So Kashmir is an integral part of India.
When our Prime Minister
sir, do you agree? Kashmir,
Prime Minister went to
no, sir. Kashmir is an integral part of India. Nothing to talk. No, sir, there's nothing to talk to Pakistan.
Had happened,
so
and yet
Kashmir,
he went.
Sir, Kashmir, do you believe that Kashmir is an integral part of India?
Of course it is.
Then why do we talk to Pakistan about it? Do you believe, sir, that in 1954, the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly unanimously ratified the state's accession to India and not to Pakistan? And if you agree with the state's accession to India, then you must agree that Pakistan is not a stakeholder unless we go back and we say that we therefore, Mr. Kulkarni, see, either you say today that 1984 Jammu and Kashmir Constituent Assembly unanimously ratifying the state's accession to India is not acceptable to you, or you say that 1956 Jammu and Kashmir Constituent Assembly in the state constitution adopted on November 17th, 1956, it framed section 3 in the constitution to say the state of Jammu and Kashmir shall and will continue to be an integral part of the Union of India, right? Now, as insurance for life, this section 3 was immune from any amendment at any time. Please go back to the sources. Either you accept this, because if you accept it, Mr. Kulkarni, then there is nothing to talk to Pakistan. Do you accept it or not, sir?
Of course I accept it.
Then what do we talk to Pakistan about, sir?
We have to talk to Pakistan.
Well, then you are saying 1954 should be read.
Why didn't you let me have my say?
No, I'll let you have your say.
Please,
but
please,
the two can't go together.
You know, our government, including all the great prime ministers of ours, beginning with Indira Gandhi, we have entered into agreement with Pakistan that the final solution to Kashmir is yet to be settled.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, I'll interview you right there. It is your understanding of Indian history versus mine.
Including statements issued by Narendra Modi's government.
Sir, that is your understanding of Indian history. With the greatest of respect, Mr. Kulkarni, I too have some understanding of contemporary Indian history, and I must challenge you on fact.
Sure, please.
Because even if I were to give your blindsightedness a pass, Mr. Kulkarni, my question is tonight, how is the Hurriyat a stakeholder when the Shimla agreement signed between India and Pakistan lays down very straightforwardly that Kashmir is a bilateral issue, Hurriyat is no democratic representative.
So at least you agree that we have to talk to Pakistan?
No, 1 second. I go back to 1954 and 56. Do you agree with what the Jammu and Kashmir Constituent Assembly in the state constitution adopted on November 17, 1956 framed section 3 in the constitution to say that Jammu and Kashmir shall be an integral part of the Union of India? First, you tell me, do you agree with that?
I agree with that.
If you agree with that, then tell me, where does Pakistan come in?
Because we have signed an agreement.
Which agreement?
The Shimla agreement.
Okay, and what does the Shimla agreement say?
Including.
No. So you now.
Statement.
Sir, I know the Shimla agreement.
Just a few months ago.
I know the Shimla agreement well. Shimla agreement said that the two countries are resolved to settle their differences by peaceful means. Kashmir. 1 second, sir. Factually and by part. Let the viewers not be misguided on this one issue, because sometimes I feel that public intellectuals like Sudheendra Kulkarni, because they are wise, try to misquote parts and take parts out of context. Mr. Kulkarni, please remember, it says by peaceful means.
Yes.
Pakistan is resorting to peaceful means. This attack which happened is peaceful means. Is it peaceful means? If it is not peaceful means, then you are going against the spirit of the Shimla agreement, which means you believe the Shimla agreement is infructuous. It then says through bilateral negotiations or by any other peaceful means, mutually agreed between them. Is terrorism that has happened today in this against this SSB Jawans, is this been peaceful means mutually agreed by us? Have we said by peaceful means mutually agreed between us that you shall be allowed to kill our soldiers? And if not, then you can't quote the Shimla agreement. If you agree with the fact that we are an integral part of India, then they are not stakeholders. So Mr. Kulkarni, neither in this context is Pakistan a stakeholder, and if they don't agree to peaceful means, the Hurriyat is not a stakeholder. So, and this actually comes under part 3 of what is there in the Shimla agreement, which says acts detrimental to the maintenance of peace and harmonious relations.
You should ask the Prime Minister why he went to Pakistan.
No. Now you are changing. Now because I've caught you factually.
You should ask Sushma Swaraj why she went to Pakistan.
No. Question is open. Debate is open. Sudheendra Kulkarni, let's take it forward. Sushil Pandit. Many questions coming in now.
I have to answer to Sudheendra.
Many questions coming. Yeah. Question. I'll come to you, Samir. I'll come to you, Samir. Yes, please. Debate is open. No. Should I take a break and come back? Should I take a break and come back right now? Should I take a break and come back, gentlemen?
Stab in the back.
I am coming in.
No. We're taking a break. One second. 2 questions. Yeah. All right. 1 sec. Calm down, gentlemen. take a break and come back? Should I take a break and come back? The debate is being extended. We take a news hour break and come back in a few minutes on the News Hour Tonight. Back in a couple of minutes. This debate is being extended. On our Why Talk to Park debate, I'm resuming, and I want Sudheendra Kulkarni to take us where we left it. I gave you examples to say why the Hurriyat is no place and Pakistan has no place, but more so in the present context. Mr. Kulkarni, there were interruptions coming in from Samir Kaul, from okay, Samir Kaul wanted to come in at that time. Yes, Samir Kaul, yes. What's your point? Mr. Kaul, go ahead. Sushil, I'm coming to you. Colonel Kaul, I'm coming to Samir. Yeah, Samir Kaul.
Allow me to say something.
Samir Kaul first, please.
Allow me to say.
I'll come to you, Engineer Rashid. Right after Samir Kaul, I'll come to you.
I just want to thank Sushil Pandit for bringing out this analogy of this Kashmir problem being a cancerous tumor. And since we say that Kashmir is ours, then it is in our body.
Pakistan
and when
is
we
the
say
cancerous
it's
tumor.
On our head,
Pakistan
then it's in the head.
is the cancerous tumor.
Yes.
Kashmir.
The whole problem
is the cancerous tumor.
Let me finish. Okay, Pakistan. But the problem is multifactorial. It's not just one carcinogen, Pakistan. There are multiple issues, multiple factors like a cancer. And then the diagnosis has to be correct, and you have to stage it. You have to find out the type of the tumor. You have to find out the inciting agents. After that, sir, there is no one treatment. There are multiple surgeries, call it surgical strikes or whatever, but they have to be done with controlled aggression, not just pure aggression. Chemotherapy, long-term, radiation therapy.
Yeah.
But at no point do we starve our own body. Nutrition has to be maintained.
Certainly not.
And at no point, sir,
so
ladies and gentlemen,
you are at
do we shut off the compassion, the empathy, the communication with the patient. Otherwise, it will die.
Yeah,
so you have to treat it like a cancer. It is a cancer. But it has to be done very carefully. Targeted therapy.
Empathy with the
better drugs.
Not the tumor.
Which will spare the normal cells, our own body.
Not the tumor. Empathy with the patient. Empathy with army. Empathy with unarmed citizens. Not the tumor. Not jihad. Not Pakistan.
Absolutely.
No, not the tumor.
Yeah.
No empathy for the tumor. No empathy for jihad.
Okay, right.
No empathy for Pakistan.
Engineer Rashid and Colonel Engineer Rashid. Engineer Rashid.
Engineer
Rashid.
Please.
Engineer Rashid.
Allow me to make 2 points. Sir, allow me to make 2 points.
Engineer Rashid, which country are you sitting in? No, Engineer Rashid, which country are you sitting in?
Allow me to make.
Engineer Rashid, which country are you sitting in? And if you have a passport, Mr. Engineer Rashid, one way. Listen to me. Simple questions, please. Today I'm being very clear about it. Which country are you sitting in?
Allow me to make
if you have a passport, which country's passport do you hold?
Allow me to make a point.
Which country's passport do you hold? Yes.
Sir, allow me to make a point.
Yes. Which country's passport do you hold?
Please.
Which
allow me to make a point.
You won't even say that? It embarrasses you to say that? I am asking you,
allow me to make a point.
Are you hearing my question? Are you hearing me or pretending you can't hear?
I am hearing to you, but
yes. Then if you are hearing me, listen to this question. Viewers, look at this. The gentleman out there is an MLA of the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly. You know, D Bakshi.
Will you like to score only political
embarrassed to say, Colonel Kaul,
rather than dictating everything, let you listen something.
No, I want to know.
Have courage to listen something.
I want to know which country's passport do you hold.
I am not in an examination room. I am not in an examination room.
Which country's passport do you hold?
I have an Indian passport, but
one second. Great. If you have an Indian passport, one second. Please understand.
But allow me to say
Understand, Engineer Rashid.
I am not
Engineer Rashid. Cell. You are a member of the.
I am not in a torture cell. You don't want to.
Mr. Engineer Rashid, don't lecture me. I am establishing to the viewer that you are among those people who are far from holding views that are in the interest of the country whose passport you hold. Please, Engineer Rashid, answer the following. Today I am telling you, don't be selfish anymore. Don't be selfish anymore. Soldiers are dying to keep you safe.
Will you allow me?
You are a member of the.
I will say you something very simple. I will say you something very simple. I hope it will help you. Please allow me to make a point. let us not bring in Pakistan. Let us not bring in
Why
Pakistan.
should I not bring in Pakistan?
Let me say you simply one
Why
thing.
call you don't, Mr. Colonel, why don't you want to bring in
Okay,
Pakistan?
let you get in
Pakistan is the
Pakistan
source of the
also. Are
trouble.
you happy now? Let you get in Pakistan also.
Why are you defensive about
let
Pakistan?
Let you get in Pakistan also.
I don't understand your logic anymore.
Let you get in Pakistan also, because Pakistan is not a municipality that they need my blessings to have talks with India. Sir, I will tell you something important. On 15th of August, Prime Minister Narendra Modi from Red Fort made some important revelations. He said, and he claimed, I am sure that he was saying truth, he said that people of POK are not happy with Pakistan, they want to be part of India, very fine. He said that people of Gilgit-Baltistan want to be part of India, very fine. He said that people of Jammu are already fed up with militancy, very fine. He said that people of Ladakh want a union territory and they are India, very fine. And then Madam Mahbaji and others said that just 5% people in Kashmir are with Azadi. I agree to it. Then why are you afraid of holding a plebiscite? When you say that issue is closed, then how can you get that part of
Engineer
Pakistan?
Rashid, can I respond to you? Will you be quiet? Engineer Rashid, you know, people like you, Engineer Rashid, now you hear me. I'd say one thing, Engineer Rashid, look at Engineer Rashid, you know, when you speak against the country, look how you bring a smile to Shabnam Lone's face. When you speak against the country, look how you bring a smile to Shabnam Lone's face. My point is that look at the utter shamelessness of you, Mr. Engineer Rashid. You hold an Indian passport, you have an Indian passport, you have Indian security. On top of it, Engineer Rashid, you are a member of the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly. You are paid a salary by the Indian taxpayer, and then you come on Indian television to abuse India. Engineer Rashid, there can be nobody more embarrassingly selfish than you. I am pretty sure that the people of Kashmir will reject this level of selfishness that you are showing tonight. And you took oath, when you took oath as an MLA, you promised to uphold the sovereignty of the integrity of India and the Indian Constitution. It is the utter selfishness of people like you who want to have your cake and eat it too, the lack of regard for your own country which is coming across tonight. And people of this country are fed up of selfish people like you. I don't want to engage with you further, sir, because you embarrass me. You embarrass me. Anyway, I'm sure people of Kashmir will reject selfish people like you, sir. Anyway, I thank you all. I thank you all, each and every one, for joining me. You know something, Engineer Rashid, be quiet, Engineer Rashid. Engineer Rashid, I don't know where you come from.
Arnab, to get that passport, he signed that he owes allegiance to India's integrity, security and sovereignty. He signed a false certificate.
Sudheendra Kulkarni, is this appropriate? I'm asking Sudheendra Kulkarni. Mr. Kulkarni, is this appropriate?
Not there, Riyasat.
People like you.
That is what Farooq Abdullah.
No, let's get everyone on the screen. 1 second, please. 1 second. Let everyone speak. Let everyone speak. Engineer Rashid,
my friend,
Engineer,
false certificate to get your passport.
General Bakshi, don't debate things in TV studios.
You have to
Had you been really so competent in militancy, you have
integrity,
by eliminating militancy, you can't eliminate militancy.
unity.
You ask for a you need to resolve it. And we will tell.
I'd say this, Engineer Rashid. Engineer Rashid.
Why should we have a plebiscite?
Engineer Rashid.
Why should we have a plebiscite?
A solution.
We had a
don't need autonomy.
I'll just close this. I'll close this debate with one thing. I'd say one thing. Can I reduce Engineer Rashid's audio but still have him on air? One second. Engineer Rashid is a perfect example. Engineer Rashid is a perfect example of a self-obsessed, utterly selfish man who speaks against the country while wanting to be an MLA in the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly. It is people like him who need to be exposed. You do not have the right, sir, to quote Mahatma Gandhi because you have no allegiance to anything. Sudheendra Kulkarni, leave any differences aside. Can this be allowed where you have no regard for your own country? Talking of peace is one thing, we can have debates on it, but this absolutely is going too far. Sudheendra Kulkarni. Mr. Kulkarni, please.
Arnab, the point.
No.
All of us must, not just in word but in deed, swear allegiance to India, because India is our common motherland. But I want to take the opportunity of your channel to tell my sister and brother from Kashmir that we share your pain and we want to listen to your voices.
There is no link.
There is a need.
Sudheendra Kulkarni, everybody listens to the voices, but nobody. And I think the next time we have a debate, today what has happened on the Newshour, what has happened on the Newshour is that one side has been unable to draw a link between stone pelters and Indian forces being attacked. The next time I throw this debate open. And I thank you all only for tonight for joining me on debate number 2 on the Newshour this evening. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And